Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Cannabis Partners Canna News Break. Another in a series. It's interesting now. The studies on cannabis and what people are observing, they're really picking up steam. It seems like not a day or two goes by before a new study, a new group has looked into things or done surveys with people, and we're finding out a lot about cannabis. And for generations, cannabis was incorrectly and unethically called a gateway drug to harder drugs. And the theory being that once kids started using cannabis, they were on to harder drugs and onto this. And now that we have data, right, instead of people's opinions of what's going to happen, we have actual data and facts from states where adult use cannabis is legal. We're finding that the exact opposite is true, that when you legalize adult use in your state, opioid use falls, opioid overdoses fall, prescription medicine overdoses fall. And now the latest one to come out is alcohol. The recent study came out, this was published in Forbes. They surveyed people in the International Journal of Drug Policy. They surveyed people and asked about their behavior when they started using cannabis. 44% of the people said they drink less frequently on a monthly basis. 34% consume fewer drinks per week, and 8% said they drink no alcohol at all in the 30 days prior to completing the survey. So roughly, if people start using cannabis, half of them will drink less alcohol on a monthly basis. 34% will consume fewer drinks per week, and 8%, will stop drinking 100%. It's actually quite amazing, So not only does cannabis, which is an all-natural plant, let's keep that in mind, it's a plant. It leads to reductions in opioid use, alcohol use, prescription medicine use across the board. These are massive societal benefits. We have an alcohol and prescription medicine and opioid epidemic in the U.S., okay? To give you an example, alcohol is a leading risk for disease and accounts for nearly 10% of global deaths from people 15 to 49. Nearly 3 million deaths a year are related to booze. People are very concerned about COVID and the ravages. Alcohol does what COVID does worldwide every single year. Think about that. Every single year, alcohol does to the globe what COVID has done to the globe. And that's ignoring alcohol's linked to cancer. Risk of colorectal and breast cancer increased by 50% in people who drink excessively. That's another 605 Americans every year, 605,000 Americans every year. These are massive, incredible numbers, all related to alcohol. And by using a non-addictive plant that has incredible health benefits to you, we could drastically reduce these numbers because people's alcohol consumption drastically falls when they start using it. One of the quotes from Philip Lucas, PhD, is, "For those who are affected by problematic substance abuse, more and more research is suggesting that whether your dependency is on alcohol or tobacco, on prescription opioids or illicit opioids, that it may be helpful either as a standalone or as an adjunct treatment to either reduce or cease the use of these substances." Think about it. Alcohol, without a doubt, and this doesn't even calculate people killed in drunk driving accidents. This doesn't even calculate alcohol deaths from people who get drunk and get in fights and get killed or do something awful when they're drunk. There's all of the ancillary deaths of alcohol that have nothing to do with the statistics in this report. And if we have a plant that can cut those numbers dramatically, think about it. Remember, alcohol does what COVID has done to this globe every single year of our lives. And if we can eliminate that or cut into that dramatically with a plant we can go in the ground, if it looked like a tomato, nobody would object about it, right? But because it's cannabis and the stigma attached to it because of the lies that have been told about it, people have a trouble believing it. But the data's coming in. It's right here. It's consistent across the board. So it's another societal benefit to this plant. It's another medicinal benefit to this plant for people who desperately need it. So I hope this was informative. Hope it helps, and we'll be back with more. Thank you.